Hola guys. Happy Tuesday. And it is indeed a happy Tuesday. It has been a day. Let me start off by saying the kitty in kitty jail was Princess. Only, as I suspected and prepared little dude for, she's no longer Princess. Princess was a neutered male cat. Is a neutered male cat. But because we didn't see any dingleberries when we took her in last year, we assumed he was a sheep. So he's been living a false identity. But now, in hindsight, it makes sense why he's so loving. Girl cats that I've had in the past are not as loving. They're not like mama's boys. Of course, they're not mama's boys. You know what I mean? If you guys have cats, girl cats are loving. Don't get me wrong, but they're not as needy as a boy cat. And it explains a lot now. And the way Ozzy and Princess, I'm still trying to get used to calling him something else. The way Ozzy and the kitty fought. What is happening here? It explains. Look, I'm in a Debbie Gibson side pony. Let me scoot back. I don't want to get hairs in the food. It explains why they fight the way they do. I mean, not to say that girl cats can't throw down, but when they get into fights, they get into some fights, man. But yeah, the day started off with me getting up. I did take little dude with me because, like I said, I didn't trust my own heart and head. I wanted to be absolutely sure that I was picking correctly. Whatever. It ain't like y'all ever see me looking all lovely anyway. So I went ahead and took him with me, and I'm glad I did. And let me tell y'all why. At one point, I was not convinced that it was Princess, because I, for the longest time, thought Princess had a patch of white fur under her belly. So when we got there, they walked us to the back. Before we saw her, I started calling out Princess, and I heard meowing, and I recognized the meow. And I wanted to do that just to see if a kitty would respond the way Princess usually does. And Princess responded right away. So we come around the corner, and as soon as she sees me, she starts sticking her little paws out, trying to reach me and little dude, and she starts to super purr and rub her little face up against the cage. So we get near to her, and she starts reaching out, and she has this habit of batting at our faces. So she's tapping at our faces, and I'm like, this is our cat. So they took the kitty out, and they asked me, does she have any distinguishing marks? And I said, well, she has a smattering of white hairs. Y'all have heard me say before, that's almost a circle on the right side. Sure enough, there it was. She had a little smattering of white kitty hairs around the nape of her neck, and there they were. And then I said, and she has a telltale white spot on her belly. So she takes the cat out. Now, mind you, we've already discussed on the way into the room that we very well could have been mistaken in thinking that this kitty was a girl when it could very well be a neutered boy. And that's what it turned out to be. So we get back there, and she goes, the marks you're describing so far do match, but this is a boy. But you could have made a mistake, as you stated, thinking it was a girl because there's nothing back there. But it's definitely a boy. So I was about 90% convinced that this kitty was Princess. So she takes the kitty out and holds her up, and I'm looking for the telltale white spot. I don't see the spot. My heart broke. My heart friggin' broke. Now, little dude is like, that's her, that's her. But I didn't see this big white spot. And she put the kitty back, and we walk out into the lobby, and she's explaining to me what we can do to file a lost cat report for Princess. And I lost it. You guys, when I tell you I lost it, I started bawling. Like pent up. Something came out, and I'm bawling. I can't even listen to her. I can't even make out really what she's saying after a while in regards to me doing a lost pet report. And had I been by myself at that point, I would have left. Honestly, I would have left, come home, and had to tell little dude it wasn't our cat. But something gnawed at me when I saw little dude because he was convinced it was her. By the meow, by the face, he was just convinced it was her. So I asked if we could see the kitty again, especially the bottom. Maybe the fur, is shifted or whatever. So she takes the kitty out and lays it flat on the little examining table back there, and there's the spot. It's not a fur spot. What I thought was a white fur spot is the fur floofing out, and then you're seeing little white spots of skin. So the pictures I have of that little white spot are the pictures that I've caught of that little white spot while I take pictures of her asleep all spread eagled, which I think is so cute. It's not fur at all. It's just the fur opening up and exposing her little skin. So when I saw that, oh my gosh, in the same exact spot, the same size, when I saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank God I didn't leave, because had I left, we would have left our cat behind. So the final test was a meow. We were trying to get her to meow. She was a little stunned and shocked, honestly. We were trying to get her to meow, and she meowed, and little dude was like, Mom, that's her. So we did our little, I pick her up, and she doesn't like to be held a whole lot, but when you do pick her up, she'll throw her paws over my shoulder this way and look this way. Mind you, she's batting at my face like she does. She's purring, this loud purr she has. And little dude has this thing where he'll stand her up on her hind legs, and with her little arms, he'll do this little motion. And I'm like, that's going to be the true test, because when he does this, she looks up at him, just like, it's this look that she gives him when he's doing this. Sure enough, put him on little hind legs, grabbed her little arms, and she looked right up at him and keeps her gaze on him. We knew. But we're shocked and chagrined because, forgive the mess in the back, you guys. I have the nerve to have a few more little things to show y'all in a little bit. But, what was I saying? Oh, but yeah, the only thing that was just taking us back was the fact that Princess is not a girl. Princess is a little boy. A neutered little boy. So, and he had been, it's an old neuter. It's not like a fresh neuter. We've had her for a little over a year. We took her in as a stray a little over a year ago. So she's been with us a while. And this kitty had been fixed, by all accounts, quite a while ago. Not only that, this kitty has a chip. This kitty is chipped, and I knew it. When she told me that the kitty was chipped and fixed, the fact that me and little dude for the longest time believed that she had belonged to somebody and maybe just abandoned made sense. She was very, very friendly. The whole neighborhood knows her. Whole neighborhood feeds her. Whole neighborhood really likes her. Very friendly cat. So I just always assumed this kitty belonged to somebody. Sure enough, she's chipped. Let me grab my water from our rice. Hang on. Okay. So she's a chipped kitty, an abandoned kitty, and a boy kitty. It's a lot of information to take in. So I still had this nagging little bit of doubt in my head, but little dude insisted it was her, and everything, 99.999% pointed out that this cat was my kitty. But the clincher was when they asked me where I lived and I gave them my address. Turned out that the kitty had been found. Kitty went missing on the 8th. Kitty was found on the 9th, 3 houses down the road from me, same street. So that was it. He is ours. So I had already discussed with little dude the possibility that this kitty might be a boy. And we've been mistaken, and surely enough, this is what happened. And yesterday, little dude had already picked out the name Martin, in case that's what happened. He picked out the name Martin, so we went with Martin. I wanted Harry, since I have Ozzy. At one point, when I thought he was a girl, I wanted to name her Harriet, Ozzy and Harriet. But I didn't like the name Harriet. She didn't look like a Harriet. It's not that I don't like the name Harriet. She just didn't look like a Harriet. So now that we have an opportunity to rename the kitty, I thought, what about Harry? Ozzy and Harry. But little dude didn't like that. He likes Martin. It's off of some character of some little show he watches. So, okay. Martin it'll be. I can't call him Martin. Okay, I can't. I've tried. I can't, but it doesn't feel right calling him Princess either. So I'm just probably going to stick with Black Beauty. I'm not sure. But when we first got home, I told little dude, that 0.1% of nagging doubt that I had is going to be absolutely squashed the minute we walk into the house. If Ozzy hisses, has a fit, starts trying to beat the crap out of this cat, then we know we brought home the wrong cat. Because they're siblings. They've known each other for a year, a little over a year. So we walk in. I put the case down. I let Ozzy sniff the case. No hissing, no nothing. I open the little thingy. Let Martin walk out, and they're fine. Kitty was acting a little weird, and they told me that at the shelter. You know, it might take her a little while to assimilate because she's been gone for a few days, been around a lot of noise, been around a lot of different scents. It might take her a little while to act normal. She even warned me that Ozzy might act a little towards her, but they didn't. They got along just fine. But immediately, no sooner do we walk in, this stinking cat wants to go outside. I don't think so. Okay, you ain't going outside no time soon. I don't know how the kitty got caught. I don't know how animal control got a hold of her. I don't know if our neighbors have traps outside or if animal control drove up and he is so friendly. He just walked right up to him. Not sure, because I see him do that with other people in the neighborhood. But thankfully, I'm grateful that he is alive. He is safe. He is healthy. I did have to get him rabies vaccine. It was past due because I didn't know anything about this cat when I got him. I had to get him rabies vaccinated within 72 hours, or else I'm going to get a citation from the city. But other than that, after a while, I sprinkled some catnip because you ain't going outside. Get over yourself. I sprinkled catnip for both of them, and he is crashed out on my bed in the spot he always steals from me. So absolutely 100% definite. Yes, it is our kitty. She's just named Martin now. But anywho, I'm making little dude dinner. If y'all are curious, what are you cooking today? One of his tried and trues, seasoned ground beef mixed with the Mahatma yellow rice. It's very bland. I have to doctor mine up. I just brown some ground beef. I sprinkle a little bit of chicken bouillon, half of a cube of chicken bouillon over the meat, little black pepper, and then I brown it and mix the rice with it. It's very bland to me, but he really seems to enjoy it. I doctor mine up with chopped tomato and sour cream, stuff like that, and I eat it with tostadas or tortilla chips. He just eats it with a spoon. But that's what I'm making for dinner. He's really, really hungry. We have had a day, y'all. So after the kitty situation, after the vaccine situation, I figured I'm not going to make it back to work on time because I was supposed to go into work. The vaccine was taking a little too long. I couldn't just drop into any random vet. I tried to go to the Banfield at PetSmart and they were booked at least a week. I had 72 hours to get this cat vaccinated. So I found another vet, not mine. Mine was booked. I found another vet, kind of shady looking, but they were able to get us in. So we got in, got the shots. Dropped the kitty off. Me and little dude went and had some lunch. Then we went to the dealership to drop off my estimate and drop off the car, and then got a rental from Toyota. The first rental was a beautiful little Corolla. We're walking around checking if there's any existing damage to it, you know, like you got to do. And I opened it and the scent of marijuana flew out of that. You know, to each your own, okay? If you want to smoke weed, I don't care. I personally believe it should be legalized for lots of medicinal reasons. But I hate the way it smells, okay? I hate the way it smells. My neighbors, if you're on Facebook with me, y'all know my major complaints during summer is that I cannot have my freaking windows open because my neighbors all around want to smoke me out of my own house. I hate the smell. I don't want my kid inhaling that. And whoever rented that little Corolla before me had no shame. You can tell that the detail place tried to clean the funk out, but it was so pungent and so disgusting. I'm like, there's no way that crap is going to stick onto me. I don't want my kid breathing in that mess. So they had to get me another one. They got me another really pretty Corolla. That one smells of cigarette, but not as offensive as marijuana, okay? It's a stale kind of cigarette-y smell I don't like. But it's way better. And that's what Toyota had. And I could have gone to another rental car place, but it's right there. Okay. Toyota rental is right there with the dealership. So I just went with what we had. What time is it? I got to do this for 20 minutes. Okay. So I just got the car and we're just going to make with it. You know, we're going to make it do what it do for a week. I hope I get my car back soon. She thinks I'll have it back in a week, but we'll see. What else? So after that, we came home and my neighbor came knocking on the door. I had spoken to my neighbor earlier. She wanted to buy my old Malibu. I had already gotten an estimate from Pick and Pull, the junk place. They were going to give me a little over $300 for it. It's 2004, over 200,000 miles on it, and it's $313, $14 was good. I told her as much. She said, we'll buy it from you. Then I hadn't seen her and she came. She wants it for her son, fix her up. And I was very honest with her about everything that's wrong with it. And they're like, we'll give you what the Pick and Pull was going to give you. And we signed the title and did the purchase of sale, the dang letter that you got to write to let folks know it's legit, and they agreed to buying it as is, and it's a final sale kind of thing. We did that. And now I'm making dinner. So it has been a day. It has been a cray day. But it's been a good day. And it doesn't escape me that it's Tuesday. And the last 2 Tuesdays have had sweet little surprises. Oh, and then my cyber sissy, I call her my spirit sister. I would love to meet her. And I don't like to say names because I don't want to put people on blast. But my friend with the letter S sent me this awesome little Selena magazine surprise in the mail. And I don't know how long it had been in there. I always feel like a heel because I never respond as fast as I should because I don't check the friggin' mailbox. But I went to the mailbox today to see if the claim check was in there. And I had a surprise package. And she's so sweet with these surprise packages. And it was a Selena 25th anniversary Selena magazine. Felt that it would be good for me when my anxiety gets too bad, because Chanel's cell is special to my heart. And I say all this to say that it doesn't escape me that the last few Tuesdays since my Melinda has passed have been good Tuesdays. She passed on a Tuesday. And I don't know if that's just me with my wishful thinking again, or my need to feel close to her still, or if it's really a thing that's happening, that the last 2 Tuesdays have been good Tuesdays. Good things have happened. Surprising things. With the exception of the car. Now, let me say this. And I've been wanting to say it, but I keep forgetting to say it because I'm usually showing you guys things I bought. The Tuesday that my car got hit by the rock that rolled into it, that Tuesday morning I had woken up crying my eyes out because I had had a dream of her. In my dream, she was in my bedroom. And she was dressed in a white shirt, white little pants. I mean, the way she dressed, but she was all in white. And she walked, I was, apparently from the way I saw it, I must have been leaning on my bed when she walks into my bedroom, and she was all in white. She had her hair back. It was her. And it was the first dream that I had of her where I was like, oh my goodness, I knew it was a lie. I knew you were still alive. And she's not looking at me. She walked into the room and she's looking at what I think is the mirror to the, hey, booger, don't do that. You're going to freak people out. So she walks in and I saw her, and then I woke up crying that morning. Crying. Very upset, very, very sad. And then the rock hits the car. So I'm like, this is some bull. But then after I thought about it, I'm like, maybe if you believe in these types of things, like I said, it may be that I'm just wanting to still have her near me. Maybe she made it to where, yeah, the rock was going to hit my car, but it could have come into my windshield. Okay. Maybe she had something to do with that diversion of the rock. I don't know. But that was a bad Tuesday. But I don't know. I'm just thinking that Tuesdays, that good Tuesdays, have something to do with her. Don't get me wrong. I know God is above all, and that God has the final say-so in anything that happens, whether it's good or bad. His will be done. But I don't know. I just have a feeling like maybe Tuesdays are looking up, or there's something in the cosmos My little Melinda star up there having something to do with it. I don't know. I'm just prattling. But anywho, I'm going to let this simmer. And then I'm going to get over here and show you guys the few itsy bitsy teeny tiny little things that I picked up at Target. Because why not? Hold on. Just real quick, just a few little things I picked up at Target, and then we went to Five Below. After the morning we'd had, I was ready to come home, but kind of wanted to drive that little Corolla around. So it's right across the street from, the dealership is right across the street from Target. So we went to Target, and I picked up this. I just thrifted one, guys. I picked up this coffee sippy cup. You're like really pretty. And I literally heard it in my head when I read it. I read it in my head like you're really pretty. You're like really pretty. So I thought it was cute. And I thought it was going to be one of the $5 ones, but it was a $3 one. So it's going to go to my collection. And I almost washed it and filled it with OJ because I'm craving orange juice right now. Then this adorable little thing, Lost Socks with the Clippies, was also $3. I currently have a little brown paper bag full of random socks that I have tacked onto a little board in my laundry closet. And I wrote on their Lost Socks, but I think this is going to be really cute. And because of the day that I was having, I picked me up some antacids because my stomach was doing some funny business. I found this on clearance. I've already put it on the floor, so I probably shouldn't have picked it back up. But this was on clearance from $20 to $10. And I got it because I couldn't resist the colors. I think it's really pretty. I currently just now pulled it up off the ground where it is sitting on the foot of the bed in the bedroom downstairs where I do some of my hauls. It was a $20 throw or a little area rug. And the colors are perfect for that room. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I grabbed that. It was on clearance for $10. I picked up two $4 pillows. Probably not going to be the most comfortable or sturdy pillows, but y'all know I bought the pillowcases at Dollar Tree yesterday, and I was gonna go ham and buy 4 pillows, but I'm like, girl, stop. Where are you gonna put all these pillows? You already have mega pillows on every bed in this house, including little dudes. So what I'm gonna do, see if my see if my nervous weirdness allows me, I'm gonna put one of the good morning and one of the good night on each pillow, put them together and see how cute that is. Because remember, I got good morning and good night. I'm gonna do one of each and see how cute that is. And then we went to Five Below because it's next door to Target. Little dude got some action figures, some Call of Duty action figures. And I got this because when I was at Target, I was looking for something with blue in it because I want to replace the one that I have in the living room near the patio door. That one's brown and I don't like it anymore. And my old furniture is blue. So I wanted something with blue in it, and I found this one for $5, and it's the same size almost. No, I think it's a little smaller than that burgundy one. So I grabbed this. I did find some faux fur little carpets, and I wanted to buy one so I could redo the cushion on the butler thingy, that butler chair that I found, but I didn't think it was going to be wide enough to really wrap all around it, so I'll keep looking for the fur material there. But that's everything. I really need to get these friggin' plants out of my house, but I'm scared to open the door too much because Martin wants to go outside, and we ain't having that. Okay, I'm not going to be bailing you out of kitty jail over and over and over again. So he is currently asleep right now. That's another reason I knew he was mine, because he came and stole the same patch on my bed that he always tries to steal. But little dude is very, very happy. Little dude is very, very elated. And the day ended on a very, very good note. So much was lifted off of my shoulders and my chest. I feel like a lot was accomplished today, no matter how crazy it was. And it's only Tuesday, so we'll see what the rest of the week brings. And until my next go around, I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Stay safe. Again, I ain't lying to y'all when I tell y'all if somebody invades your 6 feet, punch them square in the face. Try not to go to jail, but do what you got to do to stay safe, okay? I don't want to lose anybody else. So I love y'all bunches, and I'll talk to you soon.